Good afternoon, Eastern Eagles and families. We're so excited to be back in session beginning on August 25th. My name is Heidi Weber, and it's my pleasure to work with the sophomore class this year. I've been a counselor here at Eastern since 2010, and this class will mark my fourth graduating class. I have the great pleasure to work with Mr. Steve Haas, who's one of the hardest working APs here at Eastern. Mr. Haas?
Thank you, Ms. Weber. At Eastern, we get the pleasure of looping with our classes. I've had the pleasure of working with the senior class for the past 2 years, but I'm now back working with the sophomore class, which I'm super excited about. Eastern has experienced a few changes. This is my 21st year at Eastern, obviously a very unusual year. One of the biggest changes that we've experienced is the retirement of our principal. Ms. Lana Kalin retired after 11 years serving Eastern. Luckily, Dr. Jake Bell is stepping in as interim principal. Dr. Jake Bell has a plethora of experience in various areas and various locations throughout the state, been a principal, athletic director, superintendent. So we're very lucky to have Dr. Bell with us. Dr. Bell?
Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. I'm Dr. Bell, and I'm so excited to be here and looking forward to seeing you in Eastern as soon as we can get here. You have such a tradition here. It's a well-known school across the state, and you are Eastern and you are Eagles, and I'm proud to be a part of that. So I can't wait to see you, and let's have a great year and make this 2020 the best year ever for you.
Thank you, Dr. Bell. Mr. Haas?
We are conducting this on YouTube, and we would like to point out that if you do have questions or comments, please post them in the comments section below. Our leadership team will be manning that comment section, and we will respond to questions and also create a Q&A sheet that we will release via social media platforms and this YouTube channel as well.
Awesome. We are ready to embark on a most unusual school year. So for the first 6 weeks, we know that we're going to begin the school year with NTI. So we'd like for you to make sure that you go to the JCPS homepage for more information regarding the NTI 2.0, and you can find that link here. There are a few things that we would like to remind you of. Communication is of great importance as we go into NTI 2.0. We need for you to update your contact information and be sure that the phone number and the address that is in Parent Portal are current and accurate. Parent Portal is your tool to be able to see what is happening with your student. You can see attendance, you can see progress in classes, and having access to Parent Portal is absolutely critical. If you have challenges accessing Parent Portal, please contact Jennifer Williams. She will be happy to address your concerns, and this is her email right here. The weekly family email is another excellent tool. There's a schedule of activities as well as a reminder of special programs and announcements that are intended to keep you in the know. If you're not receiving the weekly email every Friday at 7 a.m., ensure that your email address has been entered correctly in Infinite Campus. Again, Jennifer Williams is your go-to person for that.
Eastern has a great presence on social media. Be sure that you're following Eastern HS Media on the various social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Bottom line, communication is vital. You need to know what is happening at school, and we need to know what is happening at all of our extended school sites.
So let's talk a little bit about your schedule. Eastern has 7 periods each day under traditional circumstances. To access your schedule, you'll need to go into Parent Portal, and there you will see your 7 classes and your advisory. It will be populated. Don't worry about that advisory, folks. It will be populated before your first day of school if it isn't already. With NTI 2.0, we'll cover 7 classes over a 2-day period with no more than 4 classes meeting each day. So you will need your Parent Portal schedule to know what classes you will be meeting with. During the first 6 weeks, you're going to start your day between 8:30 and 9:30 each day. Your teachers and counselors may have office hours early in the morning, and this would kind of be like stopping by their office or their classroom after school, except with NTI, you can do this at any time. So you're encouraged to just pop in and ask your questions. This is the time that I want you to be courageous, and I want you to connect with your teacher, because this is how they will know who you are. Many of you had a really great experience with NTI in the spring last year, and then some of you may not have had such a great experience. The one thing that you need to keep in mind at the top of your mind is this: you will get out of this experience what you put into this experience. I'm going to repeat that. You will get out of this experience what you put into this experience. So I want you to be prepared and organized to give NTI 2.0 the very best of you. So let's talk about setting yourself up for success. Devices. You need a working device that can access the internet. So taking this time before school starts to gather this is a very critical piece of the puzzle. Secondly, Google Classroom works when you're logged into your JCPS student email. You really cannot connect with your teacher's Google Meet when you're logged into your personal Google account. So just make sure that your picture that you have set for JCPS is up there. Otherwise, it just won't work. Do you have a designated NTI 2.0 spot? Is it free from distraction? Things that I would gather for my NTI spot would be a charging cord, maybe some paper, some pens, pencils, and a clear area for me to take notes on. Maybe it's going to be the corner of your room, or maybe a landing in your house, or part of the kitchen table, or maybe your outside deck on a nice day. Make sure that you can easily access the internet with a strong signal from your NTI spot. Nothing ruins a good NTI Google Meet like spotty wireless signals. So create your customized NTI schedule, and we have an idea up here for you with that. If you create a document, and this will be on the Google Classroom of 2023 as well, you can create this document by actually putting your class periods in there and your teachers' names and your teachers' subject areas, and then you can capture their Google Meet code and put that in here as well. If you have that all in one table, then you can easily go whenever it is that day and say, oh, it's Monday at 10:30, I need to go here for that Google Meet. And you'll click right there and it'll be at your fingertips. So it's really easy. Now, if you want to take the ultimate step in organization, you can set some alarms on your phone to help keep you on time. So at 5 minutes before your class is scheduled to start, set an alarm so that you are in place, logged on, and ready to learn. The power of self-care, though, should not be overlooked. So our schedule for NTI is not doing school for 7 hours straight. There are breaks between classes, and you are encouraged to get up, stretch, take that break, and then get back to work. During lunch break, make sure you eat lunch. It kind of goes without saying, but do take a quick walk around the block or play catch with your dog, or maybe check on your parent or siblings. And remember, be kind to yourself and the people that you live with. None of us have ever done this before. Tempers can flare, and we are making history, so remember that. Mr. Ross?
While we're talking about NTI, let's talk about participation. We need for you to be an active participant in your classrooms each and every day. During the live sessions, participate in the discussion, be respectful and positive to your teacher and fellow classmates. You should be properly dressed and have only school-appropriate items visible during the live sessions. Our social media platforms are extremely useful. Access them, utilize them. They have a lot of information because we want you to be involved. We want you to be involved at Eastern because Eastern is still Eastern. It is the clubs and organizations that are the heartbeat of our school. Information about clubs and organizations will be forthcoming and shared during your advisory sessions. If you are interested in participating in sports, email the coach directly. Don't know who the coach is? Well, send our athletic director an email. Mr. Wilham will gladly answer those questions, and you can access him at douglas.wilham@jefferson.kyschools.us.
Let's take a minute and just make sure that your schedule is correct. So as sophomores, you should have an English class, a math class, a science class, a social studies class, a pathway course, and possibly 2 electives. Now these could be recovery classes or additional pathway courses. Maybe it's a world language class, but that's basically what your schedule should look like. If your schedule is not correct, then it's time to submit a schedule change. This is completed online and can be accessed through your Class of 2023 Google Classroom. Do you remember playing tag when you were little? Do you remember how important home base was? In Google, that home base is your waffle. Do you remember how to access your waffle? Open up a new tab on your computer. I typically do this. And it typically then says Google, and in the right-hand corner near your picture is a grid. It sort of looks like a waffle. You click right there, and many things open up, including your backpack and your Google Classroom, access to Google Slides, your Drive, etc. So I want you to think of your Class of 2023 classroom, your Google Class of 2023 classroom as your home base. So if you're confused about something, take a look here. If you have a specific question, then you can send me or Mr. Hawes a direct message.
School starts on August 25th. How do I start? Accessing your landing page. These are examples of the NTI portal and the landing page portal. The NTI page has a teacher toolkit, student toolkits, and also a parent guardian toolkit. So check out this very useful site. Also linked to this is the school NTI portals, which are identified here. This is where you will find your teacher-specific page that we call the landing page. All of your teachers will have a dedicated page that will update weekly. This is a great space to discover what will be taking place for the week and also the assignments for the week and when they should be submitted. Tuesday classes will start with 5th period.
Remember that.
Expectations are still high during NTI. We want you actively involved. We want you doing the appropriate things in class and treat those NTI sessions as closely to in-class sessions as possible. Obviously, this is very different circumstances, but your teachers have worked very hard to kind of prep an appropriate NTI session. So be excited about it. They're working hard for you, and I know you'll work hard for them. So go Eagles.
Go Eagles, yay!
All right, Eastern High School. My name is Mr. Brown, and I've been at Eastern for 16 years, and I was a teacher, instructional coach, and now I work with our ECE families and students. I'm here just to kind of let you know that we've got our sleeves rolled up here at Eastern. We're ready to start a new year, and we're excited for what's to come. We know it's going to be a little unusual, but we're going to get through it together. Life is full of highs and lows, and this school year may have the same thing. So we want you to remember to take care of yourself, create a routine, stick to that routine, get good sleep, and just remember to always stay positive, have positive vibes, and you'll have a positive life. Remember, on Fridays, we're going to have our advisory days, and that's going to be a good chance for you to reach out to us, counselors, your teachers, check in, and get caught up for the rest of the week. Know that we're here for you, and we're ready to get this school year started.